Hey guys, Silly Tuck here. I told you we'd be back, and we're back. So yeah, welcome to Season 2 of Coastal Zone Championship Wrestling. I don't totally know where we're, well, I know where we're going with this, but I don't know how long the season's gonna be. Could be pretty short, like 5-6 episodes. Could be at least another year. I don't know necessarily. I don't want to say anything. So, anyways, we are just in whatever arena, generic venue. Yeah, let's run the show. Let's get a bit of fallout here from Christmas Cage Chaos. So we're open up, and we have the Air Attack Weasel in the ring, and he says, "Title's still on my shoulder, isn't it?" I told you all, and let's be honest, I didn't disappoint anyone. Simon Waves threw his best shot at me. He threw all of his friends at all of my friends. And here's the thing, Simon. You and your friends just aren't good enough. So as I sit here still, as I stand here still, thank you, sitting's for losers. As I stand here, still Coastal Zone champion. And he kisses the belt. And he says, I would just like to remind you all that my reign over this company will never, ever end. And then Simon Waves' music hits, and Simon Waves comes out. And Simon says, all right, Weasel, you're right. You did beat us. You beat us last month, and I'll give you your props. You're worth maybe a little bit more than I thought. But, Weasel, this has to stop. Look around. And, like, the Coastal Zone still is this kind of warped. Like, the ring's kind of, like, part broken. The mat's really dirty. Like, he's like, how long can this go? How long can you sit here and neglect doing anything with this company? How long can you sit here on this throne and try to pretend like you rule everything when we know very well, we can see it with our own eyes, that you can't handle this? You can't handle running a company. You can't handle being overlord of a company or whatever the fuck you like to call yourself. So, Weasel, I'm going to give you an easy way out. Tonight, we're going to rematch. 1v1. I'm going to take your belt and your control over the company. How about that? And the Weasel says, Simon, no. You lost. Accept that. Simon says, I'll tell you one thing. One of those things is going to happen tonight. So why don't we do it right now then? And I'll take that title from you. Right here, right now. I don't want to wait till main event. And Weasel says, Simon, stop it, okay? I can't get over this whining. You lost. Simon says, you're just ducking me. You're a goddamn weasel, just like you say you are. You're smarmy, you're slimy, you're a total scumbag. And the Weasel says, all right, you know what? Listen up, okay? You want to keep going on and on. You want to keep crying. You want to keep whining. Fine. I'll give you something to cry and whine about. But let's make it fun. On my team last month, we had 5 guys. Huracan, Perdition, Miguel Rivera, and Swipe Romero, along with myself. So here's the thing. I guess after this show in 4 months, so I don't know, whatever, in 5 months, I guess, Welcome to the Coastal Zone is happening. And on that show, that show, that's the only time I'm going to defend my belt this entire year. I'm going to give you an opportunity to face me at that pay-per-view. But first, leading up to this show, you need to beat every single member of my team in singles competition, one after the other. And if you fail once, well, then you won't be #1 contender come the time. Come the time of the show. Come the time of my only title defense. And I'll hold on to this title for yet another year. Because let's be honest, I run this place. I defend this title out of the pure goodness in my heart. To these people, and to people like you, Simon, the little guy, who want to try to get a shot at that title. Oh, Simon, I guess I should have said this. If you lose during any one of these matches here, not only will you not be getting the title shot, but I will also fire you publicly in front of all of the people in whatever arena you fail in. And Simon, if you decide to show up later on in the main event, you know what? Let's just get things done and dusted. You're gonna fight the Perdition. All right, you have to fight my monster. You have to beat him tonight. Good luck with that, pal. And yeah, that's the opening to the show. And we get a backstage promo with Bad Reputation. Bad Reputation say that they've talked about their problems and they've sorted it out. Because that's what real friends do. They sort things out. They don't just let things eat away at each other. They sort things out. They talk to each other. And so tonight they're going to get their 2v2 rematch against the Wildcats from last night's event, or I guess last month's event, my bad. From Christmas Cage Chaos. And so they're going to right some wrongs. And they're going to get back on track. Isn't that right? And then Waylon's like, yeah, buddy. And as we move forward here, we get the match. And the Wildcats defeat Bad Reputation when Tigre Salvaje Jr. defeated Bullseye by pinfall with a Salvaje suplex following a turn from Waylon Walls. So Waylon Walls lays out Bullseye with one hell of a clothesline. About 7 minutes into the match, he just kind of stands there for a minute, shakes his head, clotheslines him, lariats the shit out of him, and just points at Tigre Salvaje, points at Bullseye here, and leaves. And it looks like Bad Reputation is no more. So backstage, we see Simon in his locker room with Kerr, our like pyro sprite, I guess. I don't know what the fuck you want to call Kerr. But anyways, he's like, can I do it, do you think? Do you think I can do that? That's one hell of a hill to climb. And Kerr says, you must. There's no other way. Simon, soon this will not be reversible. You can see he's getting smarter with his power. There's going to come a time where he will just never defend that title. And he'll surround himself with enough bodyguards to where he will never lose. He will throw anybody in his way, throw anybody under the bus in order to stay ahead. Simon, you must do this. You must run these trials. You must complete them. You must succeed, Simon. For the good of the Coastal Zone. Simon says, yeah, you're right. I'll do it. I have to do it. Perdition or not, tonight is the night we take one step towards reclaiming this company once and for all. I only hope that Babao succeeds. Kerr says, he will be fine. I have a strong feeling that he will be fine. So currently we don't really know what they're talking about. We get a promo here from Going Coastal, and they say, Cobras, you know, you cheated last night. Or I guess not last night, last month. You cheated, you know. Kind of getting tired of the whole cheating thing. The whole illegal match tactics. You know, it's kind of getting old. It's kind of getting old with these gang beatdowns and shit like that. So, you know what? You want a war? And the camera kind of pans out, and we see that Love Machine and Fernandez both have pipes, and they say, we can do a war. Cobras, we're fed up with this shit. We're fed up with your constant bullshit, keeping those titles out of sheer luck. And the fact that you guys don't want to fight a 1v1 match. So you guys don't want to fight a 1v1 wrestling match. And Frankie Boy kind of fake swings the pipe, and he says, then it won't be a wrestling match. Cobras, we're going to dog you. Every single day of every single month, day in, day out, we will find you. Your hotels, your locker rooms, your cars, any place you go, we will find you. We will destroy you. Until we get a chance to once again take your tag team titles. This can stop at any point, Amco. All you've got to do is say the words. We move forward into a 45D as Miguel Rivera just basically lays out Perez in about 8 minutes. I like to think that Perez does some kind of very impressive flip off the ropes, like the Sin Cara type rope flip or whatever, spins around. What the hell is it called? Like the springboard thing off the ropes where you like handstand and bounce your feet off of it, and then he goes back and he basically he tries to spin in midair and do like a Tortorworld DDT, not a Tortorworld, Tornado DDT, and Riviera just literally, bam, square in the face, shot in the dark, just hammers him, right hook to the jaw, covers him, 1, 2, 3. And kind of a bit of a rematch, I guess, from last month. Both these men were in the Cage Wars match, and Miguel once again comes out on top. His like, squad, I guess, or whatever. So yeah, here we go. Babao is in like a warehouse or something like that, and he's like crawling on the ceiling, trying to like look around. And he doesn't say anything because really he can't speak, right? He just kind of speaks in weird tongues. And he crawls into this warehouse and he leaps up onto the ceiling and starts to kind of quietly creep along until he hears a noise come from a door. And so while he's on the roof, he reaches down, opens the door, and it leads to a set of stairs in this like kind of run down warehouse house type deal. You know what I mean? It's a wooden house, and so Babao kind of slowly creeps down into an area where it's like a makeshift like cage type thing, and it's the Guru inside the cage. Holy fuck, the Guru's not dead. And Huracan, though, is guarding him, our like powerful lightning demigod creature. And so Babao kind of, and actually 1 sec here, folks, we're going to take a quick cut for a sec. All right, sorry about that. So anyways, yeah, he's creeping down, he sees this cage with the Guru inside, and there's Huracan guarding it, the lightning Mayan god, like of thunder and lightning and storm and shit like that, and Babao creeps along the ceiling as Huracan kind of, is surveying the area, and then all of a sudden he kind of, he's just minding his own business, kind of, and the Guru's, like, looking at Babao like, holy shit, someone came finally after, like, a year, and Huracan all of a sudden kind of stops and looks back and forth, left and right, and then slowly looks up, and Babao from the ceiling leaps down onto Huracan, and they start brawling with each other, and, Babao is clawing away at Huracan, and Huracan pushes Babao off and, like, summons, like kind of like Zeus type style, summons a lightning bolt in his hand and whips it at Babao, and Babao dodges it, and so Huracan keeps throwing these lightning bolts, and Babao, like, jumps back and forth on, like, all fours, and then finally leaps at Huracan and nails him in the face with a forearm and knocks him out cold. And Babao takes the keys off Huracan, and he unlocks the cage, and he grabs the Guru, and they quickly get out of there, and the Guru has been saved. The Guru has been saved. He's alive, folks. So we head forward. We see a quick video promoting Jackpot Jordan and his singles run coming soon. We get a rematch, another rematch from last month, and this match was between Teddy Powell and Al Coleman in about 12:20. Teddy this time avenges his loss, and it hits him with a motion sensor, and which I think is the motion sensor. I'm pretty confident that that's a Canadian destroyer, just in my head. But anyways, yeah, Teddy this time beats Al, and they shake hands again. This kind of mesh of styles of the tactical grappling and the high-flying, fast-paced style Teddy Powell. Simon Waves does indeed make his way to the ring for the main event of the evening. A 45D, and Simon Waves defeats the Perdition with the big one. And what I like to think happens is Simon kind of... Perdition is a smart monster, right? He's very smart. He's a genius almost, but not quite as smart as Simon, I guess, in this case, because Simon kind of runs circles around the Perdition and kind of like basically he uses his speed to catch the big man off guard, hits him with the big one. He kind of like, I like to think he like slides between his legs, Perdition's legs, comes around from the other side, hits him with like a neck breaker or something like that, and quickly sprints up to the top rope, hits him with a big ol' elbow drop, hits him with the big one, 1, 2, 3, and Simon Waves has started in a good way on the road to saving Coastal Zone Championship Wrestling. Yeah, good stuff. I don't mind that at all. I really quite liked that episode. Kind of set up some good stuff moving forward for the future. Who else do I want to talk to? Probably Teddy and Al, because they fucking killed it. Yeah, so anyways, CZCW is back, boys. And I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Silly Tuck. Signing out.